Hey, what's going on, guys? So going for a little ride today. I wanted to do something I had someone ask me to do in a video. I thought it was a good idea, something I should have done a long time ago, but obviously you guys clicked on this video. We're going to go over the A and the B modes, kind of do a little test ride, let you know if I can feel the difference, if it's going to be in the turns, in the takeoff, all that kind of stuff. So real simple. I don't think you can do it while you're riding. I'm not sure. I'm not going to really try it while I'm in gears. But when you have the bike in neutral, I just did it right now. This is a GSXR 2019 model, GSXR 600 2019. Right here, I think my camera's aiming at, you can see, you would almost forget it's even there if you just always sit on the bike and ride it. You never really see it, but right here on the clutch on the left side, the clutch lever, there's a mode button right there. So all we're going to do, we'll go for a little ride. I think I'm going to start in B mode, letting the bike warm up just for a second. It's pretty nice out today. It wasn't supposed to rain. Hopefully it does. I just checked my phone, now there's like a slight chance of rain. So hopefully we don't get any rain on, especially with the mic and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead, give a little review, see how much of a difference it is, especially for people kind of my situation. I should have started off in B mode, but I just honestly forgot about it. I was always going so slow, it didn't really matter for me. The bike's not going to do anything you don't ask the bike to do. You can have a 1000cc bike, it's less forgiving, but if you're not going to ask the bike, you're not going to rev it up real hard. You're going to be gradual on that, really putting a lot of the weight on the tank with your legs, loose with your arms, very important. Something I've been practicing a lot with, and it's been helping me a whole bunch. For any new riders, I would recommend watching the twist of the wrist. That's a really good video. It's like an hour and a half long, maybe almost 2 hours long. I've watched it, I swear, maybe 5 times. Probably watched it 3 times before I got my bike, a few times the first few weeks I was watching it, and after, I think I'm on about 1,500 miles. Let's see where I'm at here. We're almost at 1,800 miles now, so we're getting close to 2,000. I'm gonna do another oil change here. Not oil change, but I'm gonna clean the chain again. I'm probably gonna do an oil change around 3,000 miles. Supposed to do around 4,000, but I did more of a, I think a half synthetic or something like that oil, because I was a little bit past my first oil change. They recommend using a different oil, changing a little bit sooner, then going full synthetic at 3,000 miles instead of 4,000, because I am in the break-in period of the bike. But yeah, I'm getting close to having to clean the chain, do that kind of stuff again. I'll probably do a video on that. For someone who's never done it before, because I've done it once now, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but I can explain it from a newer perspective. But yeah, let's just jump into, I'm gonna go for a little ride here. Got my engines heating up around the 140 degrees. This thing gets pretty hot around 200, 220, but I don't run it till it's at least 80 degrees or so, and it's showing a temperature on my reading. Just do not run the bike too cold. But yeah, we'll go for a ride. One more thing I'll say, and I'm gonna put this in the comments in the description below. I just got 2 new keys. It cost me like $2 to get them fixed. I went to Ace Hardware. They do keys there. If you go to Home Depot, they won't do the motorcycle keys or the car keys. But I bought these keys. There's a set of 3 for like $10 on Amazon. If you ever lose your key, you're kind of screwed. It's going to cost you a lot of money, because you open your tank, you start your bike, you open their back seat with your keys. So I have 2 keys now, but I got 2 more for $12 or something. So something I recommend for any bike. Go ahead, get some extra backup keys, things like that. It's definitely going to be helpful. Just in case you lose a key, it's not a big deal. And you can get different colors. I got this blue key, I got a red key now, so it's a little bit more fun. And I did take off my little tag here because I was getting some scrapes from my garage key, so now I just have the key by itself, so I don't have to worry about any of that. But yeah, I know getting too long already. Let's jump into the video, go for a little bit of ride. We're kind of doing a little demo from the B mode to the A mode. I'm going to go to my buddy's house and back. We'll be using the same roads. On the way back, we'll go A mode, kind of see if I think there's much of a difference, because I don't even know what it's going to be like. So let's go for a little ride. Taking out the Suzuki GSXR 600cc. I've had people ask me for this video, and I think it'll be a good one. So go for a little ride today. We're starting off in B mode, like I said, and it's going to be hard for me to tell right away if there's any difference, but I do feel kind of smooth already. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'll be curious how much smoother it is and how much less power I have. That's what I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to be able to go as fast in this, or just going to be more gradual. So we kind of get a comparison on that. So far it does feel smooth, but I can't tell if that's because of the modes or just because I'm getting used to the throttle. Probably won't talk too much whenever I'm riding, because it does get super windy once it gets around 40 miles an hour, and the mic doesn't pick up a whole lot. So I'll kind of have the video cut in and out whenever I'm talking, but we'll jump forward. But a couple of the straightaways, a couple of the turns, we'll see if I can really feel a difference. right now definitely feeling good on it. I still feel like I have tons of power in fourth gear. Once I have more of a straightaway, I'll give it some more gas. But the bike feels really smooth. It's still really fast. So as of right now, I'm not feeling anything too crazy. I think it's gonna be more so whenever I'm turning. We'll see if it's a little bit more forgiving on that kind of situation. What it's really designed for is whenever it's raining out. So if you want to put your bike in B mode, whenever the road conditions aren't going to be as ideal, you're not going to have as much traction. So I'm assuming it's going to be less twitchy in whenever you're just getting on the throttle, which as of right now I haven't felt any jolts, but I have been getting better at my throttle control. What's going on, guys? But yeah, so as of right now I'm feeling pretty similar. It does feel smooth. I can't tell if it's the bike in the mode or if it's me, because I'm definitely getting more comfortable with my controls. So I'm in fourth gear right now. I did just kind of give it a good bit of gas there, and it didn't pull me as hard as it normally would. So I'm feeling a little bit of difference there. Once you get in the higher RPMs, it's not going to give you its full potential, obviously, kind of the idea of it. But so far, feeling pretty similar. Feels smooth, but it's hard for me to compare. Once we start, maybe if I'll switch into A mode halfway through this ride, I'll pull over and switch it over. I don't know if I could switch it right now. I don't know if I'm comfortable doing that, because I don't want to have any slide outs or anything if it is going to kind of mess with the gears whenever I go from mode to mode. But so far, definitely does feel smoother. I'm going to slow down here, give this car a little bit of space. We're in second gear. Second gear, first gear, especially on this bike, it definitely pulls pretty hard. So I'm just going to give it a little bit here. Okay, yeah, 100%, yeah. It'll get there, but it's definitely smooth. That's all I can really compare it to. It's not going to give you all that power at once. It's going to kind of ramp up, but it'll still get up there. You can still get fast in the B mode. If it allows me at this stop sign, I'm going to switch to A mode and then kind of do a little takeoff from the stop sign. So let's see if it'll allow me to switch. Okay, so I can switch while I'm going. We are in A mode now. Yeah, she rips. Okay, yeah, huge difference. Okay, I mean, 100% it's in the initial acceleration. That's actually really good to know, and that's something I should have done from day one. Not nearly as much fun, but definitely is going to disperse the power. It's not going to throw it all at you right away. So 100%, I would definitely say that is going to be helpful for a new rider starting off on this bike. I would probably say it's really hard for me to compare it to a lower cc bike because I've never been on one. I've been on one for maybe a second, never really taken one for a ride. It's the only bike I've ever ridden on the road. But 100%, this is going to dump a lot of power on that back wheel in A mode, just how the bike's designed. I mean, this is a super sport, it is a race bike, but in B mode I did kind of give it almost full throttle, which I really never do in A mode on this bike, because it just gets there so quick. You want to be smooth. The B mode I could be choppy. I kind of slapped it in and I didn't feel it. Kind of like in not a crappy car, but if you're driving like a car that's just your average car, you slam on the gas, nothing's really going to happen right away. So if you're in B mode, you're not going to be able to pass cars on demand how A mode really can deliver that power, and you can just kind of drop down to a lower gear and just pass people. Like if I'm going 40 or 50 or so, that's a nice bike there, and I'm in 4th or 5th gear and I'm not going that fast and I kind of dump it on, it doesn't really want to pass people or like kind of give that throttle. So you get in a lower gear, you can do that. But when I was in 2nd gear in B mode, I did that, and it definitely is more forgiving. So 100%, I mean, I don't have to really go too in depth on this, and I will go back and forth and see by the end of this video if I change my mind on anything on that I've said so far. But as me being a relatively new rider, less than 2,000 miles on my bike, from going from A mode to B mode. B mode is a lot less forgiving. Definitely would be helpful for a new rider if you're going to go ahead and get yourself a 600 as your first bike, and you're going to start in the B mode. I think it resets every time you turn the bike on and off, so every time you turn that bike on, you have to switch over to B mode and reset that, and you can't forget about it. But it's a lot more forgiving. If you're going to give too much gas, you're going to have a lot less likelihood to kind of... I was always afraid, like, getting on this bike, if I just revved it, like, I would literally loop the bike. I don't know if that's really ever going to be the situation. I'm sure you can if you were going to dump the clutch and just rev it up. I know it's possible to flip this bike, but I think you would almost have to kind of try to. I was afraid of it as a new rider. We got no one in front of us here, so watching the car here. But yeah, if I'm in B mode, I'm not able to get to this speed that fast. So I guess that's really just to sum it up. I mean, I know I've kind of said the same thing a few times in a row here, but this is the first time I've ever went from B mode to A mode. I've always been in the original A, just normal mode. But yeah, so I guess as a review, I'd say 100%. If you're going to get this bike as a beginner bike and put it in the B mode, it's absolutely going to help you out. You're going to have to, it's more so the mental aspect of you controlling your throttle and controlling yourself to put it in B mode and not be like, oh, let's go for A mode today. If you really want to do it and stick to your guns and kind of make that decision, that be the plan. It's really just mind over matter. You gotta be smart. Even if you're gonna do certain things, know the situations where you can and you definitely can't be doing them. Like doing stuff around a blind turn, just going too fast in certain areas. Not that you should do it at any time, but obviously everyone's gonna do it from time to time, especially if you are gonna get a faster bike. It's kind of the whole point of it. Besides the look, I definitely enjoy the look of this bike versus if I would have got like a not a sport bike or got like a 300 bike, like a Ninja 300. I just personally don't really like the feel of the bike. I'm a taller guy too, so I kind of like having the heavier bike and the bigger bike, and it's a little bit taller up than having like a 300cc. I'm like 6'1". People always ask me how tall I am. But yeah, let's go back in B mode. We're gonna go left here, kind of get on the throttle, see what happens, because I go on this road a lot. And usually there's a little bit of a strip where you can kind of give it a little bit more gas. So let's see what happens there in the B mode, how responsive or unresponsive it is, and we'll kind of just give you another couple more examples. Probably I think it's gonna be the same thing we already talked about, but as a new rider, 100%, and me personally too, like say it rains today, I think I'll be more comfortable to know how to switch it over. It's super easy, just right here on the left, A mode, B mode, super easy. I thought you'd have to maybe be in neutral, or the bike would have to be like not turned on, maybe turn the key on and not turn on the engine yet. But let's go ahead, going left up here, we're in B mode. Kind of give it a little bit of a pull, see what we get. Even right here, that turn, it definitely is easier, 100%. So I'm in first gear. Yeah, I would be going a lot faster for how much throttle I'm giving in A mode compared to B mode. So now we're in third gear here. Yeah, like I'm full throttle right now in third gear. This thing pulls. I mean, we hit triple digits there, but not even, I'd say it's 60% or so of the acceleration it normally would be if we were in A mode. So yeah, 100% more forgiving. Way more confident to say now, even just after that one little strip. If you want to start in a 600 bike as your first bike and just go into B mode constantly, this is going to be a whole different beast in itself, and it's definitely way more forgiving. I'd say this is like driving a whole different bike in B mode. And then you can work your way into it whenever you're more comfortable, whenever the conditions are better, switch over to A. But yeah, I might keep going for a ride, get some more footage, guys. But super nice out today. I'm gonna just wrap this video up, so this will be one of my shorter videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the subscribers. Definitely go ahead and check out my order stuff, subscribe if you like the video. And to close this up, the guys got some camo paints. I would definitely say B mode is going to be the way to go if you're a new rider and you want to get yourself a 600cc and not be too terrified of killing yourself constantly at the beginning, go ahead, get the bike, get a newer one, make sure it's got the modes. I know some of the older ones even have a C mode. The 2019 only has A and B, and definitely is going to help you out a whole bunch as a new rider. But yeah, just throw it in B mode, you'll be all good to go. But thanks for watching, guys. Check out these older videos, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.